KCMO Talk Radio. Now on FM at 95.7. It's time for What If Wednesday.
What if, instead of having you on this radio station, there was somebody else?
All right, John, 3 questions on a Wednesday. What is on the rundown?
All right, what if Governor Kehoe's presence in Clay County on Friday is a sign?
Well, then I guess we'll have to start calling them the North Kansas City Royals. That's right, let's go. Woo! I'm just saying. Mike Kehoe, as we reported first yesterday, is going to be in North Kansas City on Friday. He will be at Chappell's, the bar and grill right there on Armour Road, to sign the Clay County Sports Commission bill. That is a bill that was passed during the legislative session that allows Clay County to develop a sports commission similar to what Jackson County has. Now, you might think, well, who cares? Teams are going to do what they're going to do. Why does this matter? Well, this basically sets up a similar situation to what exists in Jackson County, where the beauty of the Jackson County situation is the teams get all this money, tens of millions of dollars a year, for maintenance and everything at the stadiums, right? They get all the profits from the stadiums, but they don't technically own them. It's the best of all worlds. And that's something that's not available to them if they were to move to the Kansas side of the state line, at least not under the current Star Bond proposal. So this is one step forward for Clay County to potentially get itself into the, I don't want to say the mix because they're already in the mix, but get to the front of the line to be the potential future home of the Kansas City Royals. And that is obviously what they are angling for in that North Kansas City location. They have a great team that is trying to organize that effort and make it happen and bring the Royals up to the Northland. And Mike Kehoe going out of his way to come up to North Kansas City to sign this piece of legislation is the governor signaling what I believe is his preferred landing spot for at least one of these two teams. So don't discount that in the conversation going forward, John.
What if Trump was actually on the Epstein client list?
Well, then Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and a lot of his political opponents would be screaming this week about the fact that Trump's DOJ says there's no client list. We know there is. Get us the client list. Just if nothing else, even if they knew it was bogus, they would just do that for sake of politics, right? And I'm sure they'd get willing participants to listen to them on certain cable news channels and podcasts and YouTube shows and things of that nature. They've been silent. They haven't made a peep after the DOJ came out this week and said basically there's no there. At least for now, there is no there. So why? When they want to throw everything they can at Trump and just see what sticks, why would they suddenly be silent on this one? Makes you wonder. What's next,
Things
John?
that make you go,
Yep.
All right, what if cities looking at budget cuts wouldn't just automatically jump to police and fire?
Well, then they would do what the city of Lawrence should do and look at where they actually waste money. So Lawrence announced, and we shared this with you earlier this morning, that they are facing $6.6 million in budget cuts. And they say that's going to impact fire and police departments, and that's what they're looking to cut right now, do this $6.6 million shortfall in their budget. Well, I went through, and to tell you how much time I have on my hands, which really isn't much, but on this stuff, I want to make sure I get the hard data for you. The city of Lawrence has a $431 million budget. In 2020, it was $235 million. It's up nearly 50% in 6 years. Or, excuse me, it's up almost, 100%? It's almost doubled in 6 years. That's crazy. So it's up a tremendous amount, 235 to 431, almost 2x what it was. And they've wasted a lot of money. Look at this number. The city of Lawrence last year spent $2.6 million on homeless solutions. In 2024, it was $1.97 million. They increased their homeless solutions budget by 25% and basically $500,000. And as far as I can tell, they're not doing a great job of it. Remember, it was about a year ago that they were having all that issues behind one of the Johnnies there in Lawrence. They had a big homeless encampment behind one of the Johnnies. I think we talked to the manager there, or someone on the station did, as I recall.
Ray talked to him.
That's right. That's right. Wasn't us. Our old pal Ray talked to him. And the guy's like, I can't send waitresses out at night because of the homeless encampment. And Lawrence is now up to $2.5 million for homeless solutions in their budget. And the amount of waste that is in this thing is astronomical. But the minute they got a budget shortfall, what do? Got to cut the cops. Got to cut the fire. Got to get rid of a fire truck right by KU. Absolute geniuses.